Everyone, welcome back to Unsolicited Bourbon Reviews, episode 82. So I think today's going to be a pretty cool episode because I kind of was thinking about some stuff. And before we kind of get into what we're doing today, we're going to go ahead and do another Four Roses product. I kind of reevaluated the five bourbons that you always have on hand, right? So we did that almost a year ago when I talked about that, and kind of today we'll talk about the one that's essentially it's got knocked off the list and replaced. So just to recap, it's going to be your Old Forester 1920, your Maker's Mark, cask strength, Woodford double oaked, Russell's 10, and then your Michter's US 1 non-blended or unblended American whiskey. So the one who is getting knocked off the top is going to be your Michter's US 1. I think over time and doing this over the last year, having tried 82 different bourbons, I think it's consistent that I think that one is time for that to kind of get the drop. It's still very good, nothing wrong with it. I just don't think it's the top five, and I don't think if you're gonna say, hey, you need to always have these five on hand, then I don't think that warrants that. But it's still really good, still a great entry level whiskey bourbon for those who are looking to get into it. But I think today we get to talk about Four Roses, and this is their small batch select. And this one, so I just opened this last night, and yeah, you can see I enjoyed it. So let's talk about it. So what Four Roses small batch select is there's 6 recipes that are blended into one distillate. Kind of the profiles, you have a delicate fruit, spicy creamy, rich in spiciness, full body, mint fruity spicy, full body, delicate fruit, fresh creamy, spicy full body, mint fruity full body. So that's 6 different recipes blended into one distillate, and this gives you Four Roses small batch select. So talked about the mash bill. Age is undisclosed. I don't think it's important. We'll get into that because I just again, I'm gonna have some pretty positive things to say about this. But this is also 104 proof, and the Michter's US 1. It was only, I want to say 92 proof. So yeah, I think higher proof, you get better flavor profile, more robust flavor profile. I know it's not necessarily consistent because I think the Russell's is a 90 proof. But the other ones on the list are pretty up there. I think the Woodford double oak's 90.4, but that's just my opinion. I just think that Michter's gotta go. You're out. Four Roses small batch select in. So we'll go ahead, get into it, we'll pour it, and we'll start talking about it. All right, so nose, you don't really get any of that ethanol profile or that jump out of the Glencairn glass, and it is 104 proof, so it's going to have a little bit of heat on there. Nose, there's just a lot going on, and I think that has to do with the 6 different recipes they use to create this. So you get that typical bourbon flavor profile. Your caramel, oak, vanilla, but you do get some rye spice that kind of jumps out there a little bit. And I do get a little bit of a fruit, like a dark fruit profile. Yeah, it's just, I think just a lot going on with this one. And I think that's what makes it so unique. And it's really kind of hard to really pick out a few nuanced flavors or, things that are coming on the nose. But that's kind of what I'm getting off this. And let's go ahead and take a sip, and we'll start, grading it. All right, so full body on this one. It comes off hot, nice rye spice. Then it kind of moves into nice caramel, vanilla, kind of a creamy finish. Nice long Kentucky hug on that, especially for 104 proof. You get some dark fruit, some cherry. You do kind of get more of a zest of a lighter fruit. It's just a lot going on with this. So this is super pleasant. This is great. And I think you got to have this on hand. So I give this, from a price point, it's about $65. Steep but fair. I give this a 7.5. Taste, I give this a 9. We'll meet at an 8.5. And I think, honestly, if we're getting down to nitty gritty, I think this one could be a Blanton's killer and a Buffalo Trace killer. I think this is better than those two. And if you're looking to gift somebody, your Four Roses Small Batch Select, I think, are better than a Blanton's and a Buffalo Trace. Unpopular opinion, but fuck it, I'm staying with it. This stuff is great, and I think you definitely always have it on hand. All right, guys, talk soon.